So why experiment with offshoring? I mean, for us, we're growing, we're a pretty good sized company. I mean, we're in the seven figures, but we're still not to the point yet where we can have a dedicated person for every single position. So everyone becomes a Swiss Army knife, right? So which means everyone becomes inefficient, and all my staff is doing a variety of tasks, whereas I'm trying to get them to specialize in what they're really good at. So offshoring, what allows us to do is, just to put a number, like to get $50 per hour employees doing 50 per hour tasks, and everything below that, we're able to then quantify and then delegate, and then, or at least kind of dedicate or isolate, say, hey, look, this could be a great task or position for someone offshoring, because it's very isolated. It's a very specific item, which then brings everyone to the top, and it allows everyone to essentially do what they're really good at. I mean, it's a learning curve. It sounds great, and offshoring sounds like a great idea, but our biggest problem was, okay, that's great, but how do I do that? Like, we didn't have systems, we didn't have connections, we don't have, recruiters. How much does it cost? How much should we pay people? What's a bad candidate? How do we qualify them? And that's what's been so great about Get Leverage, is that we agreed that we liked the concept of offshoring. We didn't know how to get there. So that's what Get Leverage allows us to do, is allows us to say, yes, sign up, and then you tell us what to do. Because that's really the biggest problem. We're trying to figure out other problems and bigger, make more profits, or whether it be marketing or whatever production efforts. This allows us to essentially say, you tell us how this works, and then putting the onus on the team at Get Leverage to find us the candidates, kind of hold our hands through the whole process, which in turn, the result is that we develop our own internal process built by Get Leverage. So it's really, for me, a great tool, because, as the CEO, it allows me to delegate to someone on my team, which would be Kennedy, to go learn this process and then implement it. So we're not trying to we're editing, not authoring. Right. So we're just kind of saying, okay, this fits in our process. We're going to implement that into our Slack and Asana. And then this is how that works. Still early in the process, but so far, I mean, it's been great to have a partner that we can hand the responsibility to. So someone else is responsible for it, and we're participating in that, and hopefully just become a lifelong partner to our business that is directly correlated to specific tasks and specific needs.
So last question, Derek, you should answer this one. What can other founders or CEOs do or learn from this process, or do to improve?
I'm not sure I understand the question. People that have done.
So, what advice would you give other founders and CEOs going through a journey around offshoring?
Looking to do it or going through it?
Both. Looking to do it, so you can answer it any way you want. We're just looking for a sound.
For any other companies or CEOs kind of looking at offshoring, I went with the same struggles, and I think we get stuck into thinking we need to do it all. And I think whether it be internally, part of my team, so on and so forth, but my advice is to, we're not experts at offshoring. We don't have the connections. We don't have the processes. We don't have the SOPs. So go find the people that have those. We looked at a bunch of other sites and stuff that we can go and hire people. There's, let's say agencies that'll find you the person. But the issue we kept having is there's only, we can hire the contractor, but we don't have the process. Or we can find a headhunter, but again, we don't have the training. We don't know how to qualify these people. So that's what's been really great about this entire process, is from start to finish. We can essentially implement this as almost like a category, and almost like our own department, which is self-sufficient, that we can then deploy into our company, and we have someone there to hold our hand and to help implement, so that, eventually we then get to reap the benefits in a way shorter period of time. When you look at the time involvement, it's a quicker implementation and a quicker success. And then C, it implements the whole process into your company, that you can start doing this a lot faster, finding the qualified candidates and, putting them to work and getting the benefits as soon as possible.
Awesome.